Hello and welcome to Dell's Gaming, and this is From the Depths, and I'm back in the campaign mode with my Zeppelin forces, going to have a go once again with the campaign against the denizens of Netta. So here we've got just a new little battle group with a new ship. This is the SMS Roon, so it's based upon the Roon Armoured Cruiser. Won't be doing a full history, but basically the armoured cruisers were they were less than a battleship, more than a light cruiser. This was an early build of mine. I've kept the pointed nose. I quite like that. I might follow that through on most of my ships now. And that's an armoured nose, and this has got some double 210mm, which is equivalent to about 8.3 inch guns, and then some 6-inch guns in the side and the gondola, and then some 88s on top and the side. So it's got quite a lot of guns, this. Armour wise, one metal with a bit of alloy after it. Not as heavily armoured as I would like, I've got to say. Again, early design, needs to be a bit longer to get a little bit more lift, so I can get more guns and more armour in there. But that's things you pick up as you're going along with this new sort of builds. I wasn't going to rebuild it once I found it didn't quite have enough lift, so I had to reduce things. Anyway, that's that, and that's the new flagship for our group. We're a new battle group with a few destroyer escorts, and there is a light blitz cruiser here providing scouting facilities. So if we go to the map and just look at the previous state, so from the previous state we've got this area here we're heading to try and take over. As you can see, there's quite a few ships in this area. There's a few more also coming in. Some are going away, coffin now. Yeah. Now I'm sort of thinking, do I attack with my forces around? I have the Erwick battle fleet with a couple of cruisers, and then there's the flotilla south and the flotilla north. I think they could take it. I think they can take this group. I think it's worth a try, and if not, if it's heading bad, I can retreat from the battle because I'm blockading them, and join up with the battle group that's coming in, and then finish them off. I just want to capture this last zone first, which is nearly captured, and we have found another resource post, another Sinners outpost, so one of our destroyer groups could take that out without a problem. It's only defended by a Kalmar, I think. Yeah, Kalmar. So but this is the main fight. So once this area has been taken, I'm going to move everything up close to the borders, and although this Shrike looks like it's going to try and intercept these. Okay, so there may be a little fight. If it's just a Shrike, I will run that separately. But the main battle obviously is here. We've got pilferers. There's a couple of it's not going to be easier. There's a couple of pilferers in here. Marauder, paddle gun. Oh, some of these are disappearing off. That's interesting. Moving to location to defend. Interesting. Okay, well, that's gone there. Okay, let's move these in.
Moving out.
And then once I can see that everything has the
listening. Moving out.
This as attack, I will start attacking. So I think I'm going to have to move them into the area.
Listening.
So let's go for that.
Moving out. Listening.
If this blockades me, then I will potentially resolve this quick one with the Shrike first, if he's going to start to come up with a blockade. I think we should be able to take a Shrike out. That'll be a quick battle I'll do off screen, and then continue with the main battle. Right, ready for the main battle. We've got a couple of ships which are staying away, which is good. So we're going to start with the Erwick battle group. Let's see if we can find what we're going to take. We want that. Let's just start that and see what he brings in. So there's quite a large force, and I can bring in you, and ooh, that stopped me bringing in my other destroyer force, who are a little further away. That's going to be interesting. So one force was not. Some of these are getting a little close, but they sort of split out to cover the area. Let's just see. I'm not going to muck around with this too much. I think it looks about right. Let's see where the slider is. The slider's already at maximum. I think it's sometimes difficult to get that slider to the max, I think. Okay, I think that's at maximum. So, yeah, I think they've got the block advantage and the numbers advantage. But I think this will be interesting. I think this should work. So I'm going to go on to the Bremen as a starting point. And yeah, that looks like an interesting battle coming up. So let's start this off. And hope everything goes as planned. Which things never quite do. Right, let's take that off. Let's see what is happening. Let's just make sure everyone's on attack. Everyone's on attack. Missiles are flying everywhere. Rates are going to be a little bit low until it sorts itself out. We have our destroyers firing out their missiles and some anti-missile systems, because we must have some missiles coming in as well. Let's go and have a look at what the enemies arrayed against us. I think we've got everybody in. Let's just make sure everybody is in. Yep, they're focusing on the Bremen at the moment, understandably. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like a cram pad. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. This field, the Pilferer is going to be one of my primes. So what I'm going to do is we'll target this.
Engaging now.
Oh, that was a bit loud. Let's get rid of that Pilferer, because I think he's going to be a prime target, really. Yeah, that's not too much of a problem. His guns are to be more of a problem than the crams here with a paddle gun. So when I say the guns, I mean his APS guns. These crams, I'm hoping, aren't going to hit us very much. And then we should have, what have we got over here? Marauder by the looks of it. And what else have we got there? Is another paddle gun. So this could be a bit of a problem as well. The paddle gun here. When these APS guns start firing, that will be my second target. Let's go and have a look, see how the ship's doing. Right, the Bremen is listing a little bit. We've obviously lost buoyancy on one side. I'm surprised we're listing over that way, but hey ho. Looks like we are undergoing repairs. That's fine. I mean, there's no way I'm expecting to not come out of this without some damage. Let's see, what else we got? We got the other cruiser here is broadsiding. He's taking a bit of damage, but he's still firing, which is good. What else we got? We should have the destroyers. Where are you? We've got one here, one destroyer here. He's got in close, and a second one here low, coming in with his guns. I think that they are concentrating on the Pilferer here, but that may mean they're going to take some damage. That's our, what is that, scout cruiser? No, that's another destroyer. And then we do have the ones at the north as well. Let's see what damage this Pilferer is taking. I think the missiles are potentially not all going for this. They're ending up going for the outpost because it's bigger. Even though they're aimed at this, I'm just using radar guided missiles. As you can see, the Pilferer is shooting at that destroyer, and those OPS guns will be doing some damage. Excuse me. But oh, there is quite a lot of missiles going in here. Actually, that being said, so some missiles are coming in quite nicely. I think the missiles should what should we say, cause enough damage. We've already got one, looks like one turret, 2 turrets is out. Oh, that's a nice, I think he's out. Okay, next one to concentrate on is the paddle gun. Actually, we've already taken out the outpost, which is good. So this is the next target. He is
engaging now.
He is the next biggest potential problem for us. Luckily, he can only attack one at a time, so hopefully our destroyers can surround him and get some damage in. Although I'm expecting we've taken a fair bit of damage. 99, 80, oh that's bad. 86, 92, oh Danzig took 80% damage. But we've still got some good destroyers out there. Everything's taken a bit of damage. I think I'd said before, my ships are somewhat damage, repair heavy. Oh, missiles going in against my ship. Ooh. Yep. I told you that paddle guns can be a pain. He is prime target. So let's see, what have we got? Have we got ships? Let's just see how our ships are doing. The Bremen's still around. That's good. He's still firing, which is important. The Danzig looks like he's is that, yeah, that's the Danzig. Danzig looks like he's got some problems. Yeah, Danzig's taken quite a beating. I think he's out of it. Destroyers, let's have a look at this up the north here. What have we got? It looks like we got a couple of 1, 2, 3. Got a couple of destroyers here coming in, which is good. One damaged but circling the paddle gun, and 2 on the flank. I'm not sure whether they're damaged or no, they're still floating. They're potentially escort. Yeah, these are escort ones. They've got in close and they're using small missiles, but they're what should we say, remote guidance. They're also, that's quite handy because they're staying close to each other, they're repairing each other. But the remote guidance are a little bit better as far as hitting goes. They hit exactly what you want, but they don't do a lot of damage. And the paddle gun has, well, he's lost his guns. I think he's out of it as well. Is that low health? Fine by me. Okay, now it's a cleanup process. So I'll let the ships go as they need to. I'll stay on the Bremen for the moment just to see what they actually go and target. But I'll let them clean up the rest of them on their own. No need to do self-targeting. Oh, we lost a turret on the back. We now have a big repair bill here. But at the same time, I'm expecting a nice few amounts of resources from all of these ships at the same time. So, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Pity about the Danzig, really. But we're down to, we're now got the block advantage on this. Let's have a look what's happening around here. You can, so we can see everything. Lots of missiles flying around. Don't Danzig 82. I'm at 98, so my Bremen's almost back up to health. Danzig's working at it, but it's going to be taking a bit more time to get back onto health. The destroyers are now flocking around this marauder. Let's go and have a look at that. So they're just basically circling and taking it out bit by bit. Looks like we got the feel over the side. Lucky we didn't need that other destroyer group, so I'll have to watch out for that in the future when trying to do a whole surrounding. It allowed me one, but it must have then moved the center point of the battle group between the two, so the third one was out of range. Anyway, I need to look out for that. That's not, maybe just two sides is enough. But Marauder is down. The destroyers are now going to be, have we got much left? We've got a one over here. Yeah, I'm not expecting you to last too long. Yeah, that's going to be over. Happy with the battle so far. Resources 7,000, 4,000, 5, 3.5, 6. May have picked some up already. I think in general we're oh, so we got the Prowler coming up. So that's where our battle group is going to come into play against the Prowler, I guess. Let's see. Let's have a look. Are you the Prowler? You're the Prowler. Okay, let's pull everything out of play for the moment.
Listening.
Northern flotilla. Let's get all of these flotillas as fast as they can back to here, and then we'll take them off, I think. Oh no, actually he's here. Okay. Okay. He's given us no choice.
Listening.
Let's get everybody ready for the next big battle.
Listening.
There's they're repaired up. They're all repaired up. They've got some materials left. That's got plenty of materials.
Listening. Moving out.
So this grouper, I could have taken the grouper out, I suppose. We've got a coffin now. This is going to be a nice little battle. We'll see how close we can get our.
Listening.
Well, we got the Atlas. Let's see what happens with you. I want you in this battle.
Moving out.
Not with this blockaded with this Atlas. Right, we've got 41 seconds. I'm not going to get the battle group up for this. So, okay. Against the Prowler, what did he have? Prowler, Kalmar, Flieger, Corsair, and potentially Grouper Atlas and Coffin Nail. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We're either going to die or die or win. There's no two ways around this. We didn't lose anything, so it's just going to be down to a bit of luck, really, as much as anything. Whoop, let's see. I will go on to, we want you in, and we want you in, and I'm going to go on to the Bremen again. Whoops, he's moving around. Right, where's that Prowler? Let's just go and have a look at what the forces are. Oh, you're moving away. Kalmar, Prowler. Okay, well, we're going to have to go after the Prowler as the primary. And what else? Has he brought in anything else? And the Coffin Nail. Prowler or... okay. I'm actually thinking the coffin. I'm trying to think. We did take out a coffin now before, and it was okay. We took it out quickly. I'm going to go... The ones that are near the coffin nail, I think they need to take those out. Let's see if we can get that coffin nail first, and then I was just having to think what's the best way, right? Let's just maximum battle. Nothing like bringing everything in. Right, let's go. A little lag while everything gets brought in. And that lovely noise. Okay, this is going to be a slowish battle, right? Okay, so let's get this coffin nail out of the way first. So looks like our troops are already focusing it down, but I want to make sure it is taken. He's already blasted one of our ships, so I don't want to muck around with this. Let's just get over here. It looks like he's already being taken out.
Engaging now.
Oh, that is a bit loud, that particular bit. It looks like he's already taken some damage, which is good.
Engaging now.
There we go. Looks like he completely blasted one of my destroyers by the looks of it. Yeah. See, but hopefully he should, in return, be getting the full force. Yeah, I think he's going down. He's got enough missiles and everything going into him. I think that will be the end. So, option 2, we've got all our forces arrayed up. Option 2 will be attacking the Prowler as a primary. So let's go and find him. We'll see what's happening with the troops whilst we're doing it. Everything's running a bit slow. CPU bound. Let's just see what the... Yeah, physical steps. Frame rate's very low. Let's see if I can do that. Let's put it like that for a little bit. And then back off. No, that didn't make much difference. I think there's just a few too many blocks for the CPU. It's a pity, it's only running at 20%, but hey ho, graphic cards running at about 20, maximum 34%. So, right, once that, I think that Prowler's down. Yeah, okay. You're now the target for everything.
Engaging now.
So everyone targeting the Prowler now. We should get some missiles coming in once it catches up with me. I think I will have to... I don't know how to speed up the frame rate for people, because this is a bit slow. So basically I think I will speed it up after the fact and cut out the talking. Now I can't do with just cutting out talking, you know. I think that's the only thing that goes for me, is if I talk whilst I do a battle. So sorry for this going to take a little while. I tried to be silent, but it just didn't work for me. We've got missiles coming in, which is always good. His cram cannons aren't really causing too much of a problem. We seem to be doing okay. Let's see how damage wise we haven't taken that much. The feel has taken a little bit, which is he's a light one. I think he started quite close to the coffin nail, I think, at the beginning, but otherwise we're all sort of doing it. There's a few, looks like a few destroyers having some problems. This one here, it could do a bit of a ram, so to speak, against this Kalmar. I think potentially it got harpooned, didn't it? Yep, that got harpooned. That Kalmar did harpoon him. Oh well, it does happen. Unfortunately, that's going to be one that may not survive. And you were lucky to not get harpooned as well. You've taken a fair bit of damage, I would guess. Generally though, we're doing alright, I think. Let's just check the points. So down to equal points there. We're losing, oh no, they're losing more than we are. So they are slowly losing, you know, their points. Let's see, Grouper's just about down. Prowler is disappearing. I missed the disappearing Prowler, but that's the Prowler done. Okay, it's mop up time. I think the rate's still low, even with the less blocks. The rate is low. I don't know why. Oh well, never mind, eh? Such is the gaming. But I like having the big force, even if the game doesn't like me having a big force. I like having a big force. So where are you all aiming for? I guess you're trying to get range, are you, on this Kalmar? I assume you're the next target for everybody. I'm not sure actually. Where's let's have a look at the Bremen. Where's Bremen? What are you aiming at? I assume it's the Kalmar. Yeah, you are aiming at the Kalmar. That's all right. I was just wondering whether, because these do have safeties, don't fire if someone's close, that it's possible they're not firing because, well, some of the guns are. I was just wondering whether they're not firing because it sees them as too close and might hit your own side. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think so. Still firing missiles though. And my destroyer has moved away. Oh, Kalmar's gone. I don't think we've got much left. I think there's only a group or something left now. And that should be it. We have taken the fishing point. And yeah, they're big boastful Mr. Sal and his fleet with his Prowler and other vehicles. So near to you. Okay, so with that battle sorted out, we've not done too bad on that. We managed to get enough resources to rebuild ourselves, which is always good. So we're back to 100% plus extra resources, so that's always good to have a positive amount. We're not to worry about you now. We're gonna capture this zone officially. There is just a coyote coming in, so once he gets close I will potentially just wipe him out. We've got our Imperial battle group coming up to support us. The new fishing fleet, so that is a miner which will just basically go into this resource zone and start taking that out. And we've got the Northern Flotilla. We'll take this point and then go and capture that fishing point up here with the something Erwick Forest, I think, and we've got another miner which is making its way over here, pick up some resources, and it will just settle here waiting for this area to be taken, and that'll expand our area even more. So excellent. I don't think this coyote will cause us a problem, but if it does, I will quickly whack him. For want of a better word, he needs a whacking. So, okay, come on, get in that area. Are you in that area yet? So, whilst capturing the area, we have got some small individual attacks coming in. We've got a rapier just about to blockade us, but we've also got a coyote and a kalmar coming in, which is just going to be annoying rather than anything else. So, yeah, we'll have a look at this. Rapier can be a problem, actually.
Listening.
So we'll take them both out. I don't think I can take him out as well. We'll take those out quickly. Yeah, so let's have a quick see what it's like on here. Onto the Bremen, begin the battle. Yeah. Frame rate's nice and okay, actually, with just a few ships. Actually, it's lower than I expected still. Did a battle a little while ago with this group and it was up to 40 odd. I wonder if it's the OBS. 1 second. No, stop to the start of the OBS, and no difference. Okay, must be just something else. Interesting. I'll find out what is actually causing it to be lowish. This has got quite a few missiles going into the rear. That rapier is a pain because he does have quite a few missiles on him, I think. But that's one of the he's quite a challenge. It can be a bit of a challenge. He's not a big ship, luckily. But he has got quite a few missiles until you, of course, you blow them up. He's got the 40 mils aren't really a problem. The APS gun can give you some problems, but I think in general, I think we're now whittling him down. Oh, everything's gone up. Okay, now, yeah, 20. Not as high as I'd like. It's a pity. Could be the we have got a coyote over there in the distance somewhere. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's because he's far away, but hey ho, it is what it is. Right, so we just have to delete that coyote. We have got a kalmar coming down this next, but hopefully we'll capture this zone before we have to worry about him. Really. So even at range, those APS guns are having a good old go at this coyote. Another missile firer, so what's that, about 3,000-4,000 meters. So another can be a pain missile firer. But I do have anti-missile systems, so that sort of negates it somewhat. And I think we've knocked out his engine or enough of the rear, I think, now that I don't think we'll be having much problems with him for much longer. And then it's back to just capturing the zone. So unless we get back to you when we've got another big battle, which possibly be that resource area at the north, unless the Deepwater Guard come up with some big fleet in the area. So whilst taking over this particular area, some interesting little changes happening. First of all, we have a Snapjaw trying to disrupt our northern flotilla, so we'll have a quick little battle on that. But bigger fish are out to the east, where we do have a Kraken wander. Is that two Krakens? I'm not sure if that's 2 Krakens or 1. Let's have a check. Kraken and a camera. No, okay, I was a bit worried there. We've got a Kraken though, which can be, and a paddle gun. This fleet could be problematic, let's say. We have now got the Imperial Battle Group up with us now, so that could help. Basically, I think we'll have to bring in both battle groups against those on this battle. That could be an interesting fight. But first of all, I do want to take this as much of this northern area as I can with my northern flotilla. So we need to free it up by taking on the Snapjaw. Should be relatively quick. I say I can't remember the Snapjaw off the top of my head, but let's have a go against him. Are we still paused? Oh yes, I'm still paused. There we go. Well, okay, he is a flyer, but a not very good flyer, unfortunately. He, I think he tends to sink, basically, which is a bit of a problem for being a flyer. Yeah, I think I've had this one before when he ends up on the ground. He can be a problem though to attack still. He's got a lot of guns on the side here, and if you do get on his broadside, he will give you a bit of a nasty surprise, so to speak. But hopefully, there we go, there's one shot. Hopefully he is firing at our destroyers, I think. He has got missiles of his own. From a little forward, a little launcher, so there's but I think our right heads and basically APS guns are doing a bit of a number on the rear of him, so that's okay. Another one I'd love to see, just get the lift sorted out a little. But okay, not too much of a problem for our little fleet. So this little fleet, I think, will go and take up that northern resource point first. I'm not sure about that big battle, whether I'm going to hold off and let them come to me, or whether I should go in and attack. I'm thinking of, let's just take that Kraken. I want that Kraken. That's going to deal them a severe blow. It's a lot of points, but it is a dangerous foe. So we'll see how our group does against it. Yeah, I think I'll go for the attack. Why not? No guts, no glory. But this Snapjaw is just about taken out. Yep. So we shouldn't have any problems taking these zones now. And it looks like the Kraken has basically forced the issue. There's a Wanda has blockaded one of my fleets, and there is a Kraken with a Shrike and a Flying Squirrel. So I think it's time for our Imperial Battle Group, which I will go on board now, to have a go at yeah, this Kraken and these other forces. We'll bring in the Erwick as well, just to make sure. So I think we'll go against all of these, if I can, and see what comes of it. So we'll bring in no, yeah, I think we'll have to bring in the whole the let's see what we got. That makes it about even. We're about even, a little bit on our side. I'm not to complain about a little bit being on our side. Right, let's go for this, see what happens. So begin the battle. Come on, why am I looking at the sky? Oops. I was a bit away from the action itself. Right, let's go and have a look at this Kraken, which is over here. I think. Oh yeah, see that he's taken out one of those destroyers. So everybody is going to have to focus on the Kraken. He has a lot of DACA coming in. So yeah, he could do some serious damage. Oops, I seem to be. There we go, that's better. Right, Q. All target.
Engaging now.
Thank you. Don't need to know your resources. It looks like he's focused on one of the poor little destroyers at the beginning, which in some ways is fine because he seems to be missing. Right, let's have a look at the runes, see how the runes doing. So these 210s should be firing quite nicely, and as I said, there's some other nice little 6-inch guns there. Not enough as many as I would like. I think he's going for range at this second. He likes to be about 2,000 meters, and then potentially we're a little close. So that's why he's going a little tail on. We have got that flying squirrel I can see jinking around out there as well. There he is. Well, some of these 88s flak guns will start having a go at the little flying squirrel, hopefully. And I think we had a shrike out there and a wander. So, yeah, is that the... Now, are you shooting? Are you shooting our ship? Are you a naughty little gun? Are you? Don't you know you're supposed to have a failsafe? See, this gun's good. He's not. See, he's not shooting us. It's just you were shooting us. Bad gun. Okay. Let's see what we've got out here. How that Kraken is doing. He's having a go at some of the another destroyer that's getting in close. So the destroyers are acting a bit of a, what should we say? We're taking out one side. They're acting as the, I've forgotten the right name for it now, but they're the sacrificial ships in some ways. He's lost some of his DACA, which is good. These turrets are popping. Ooh, those ones missed. Where were you from? Don't know where they were from, but anyway, they missed. I need some more torpedoes in against this guy. Come on. Another turret down off the Kraken. That's more DPS gone from him. But whilst we're looking at the Kraken, just a point of note, just something while I'm talking about it. I saw the patch notes on Borderwise's little video, and I think the Kraken uses a lot of flak shells, which is fine, and I like the idea of flak. But I noticed that they're increasing the AC damage on flight controls, which basically negates the whole thing of flak. So flak will not be able to take out some of the controls that cause a ship to stay in the air, for want of a better word. So it was something I was sort of mixed about, in that I don't know what other people think about that, in that you've got to have some vulnerable parts, otherwise you're just flying, once again, a big hunk of metal with no vulnerability except to a piercing laser or something. You know what I mean? It's like you've negated the idea of having flak. But while I'm talking, Kraken is down. Have we got much else left now that the Kraken is down? There's potentially a strike, and talking about flak. Oh, I was just going to go and have a look at a flying squirrel, but it got taken out. Talking about flak, I do use it in my own ships for that very reason, to take out vulnerable parts. But if you're removing all the vulnerable parts, why bother having flak? Anyway, just a thought that was going through my head. Let's get back into the main game which we're playing now, and we haven't got to worry about those settings at the moment. Ooh, resources. We like resources. So we got...
Listening.
You're okay.
Listening.
You're okay. And one of our guys did get a fair bit of damage. A couple of the
Listening.
close range
Moving out. Listening.
destroyers. Okay, let's start
Moving out.
capturing
Listening.
some of these zones, shall we? I'm gonna... The Erwick group I'm gonna leave on this border, because he needs to... if anyone goes for the fishing fleet, I need to be able to get
Moving out.
back and defend
Listening.
there against that, basically. So,
Moving out. Listening.
and the flotilla south can take this group, that's in range. And how are you doing up the north? 51%, almost there. Yeah, I think once those areas are done, I think we'll be sort of in a bit of a holding point. We've got another Prowler coming up around here by the looks of it. Another Prowler is trying to give us some problems. Smoke is not a problem, a paddle gun. So we've got a few ships that could give us some problems potentially. So maybe I need to think about strengthening the fleet once more. I just need to make sure my supply ships are doing what they're supposed to.
Listening. Listening.
That'll be something that now that I've got a few places producing materials. I've got here, and you're going to be this fishing hole. I see Erwick outlet. That will be producing quite a bit of materials, I think. So yeah, between these two areas, and then potentially up here as well. Yeah, I'll need to start thinking about setting up a supply fleet or supply route, etc., to feed my main base. So we might have a look at that. Maybe I've got to capture the areas, but after next go, just to see how using a route and using the priorities in resources works, and make sure it's all going to work. So otherwise, we've had a few good battles. I'm happy to... I'm going to hold it here and just save where I am. Let me just pause that. So this will be where we stop. And yeah, next time, capture these areas, or I'll already have captured them, and sort out a bit of a supply route for my ships. And we're also coming up on another council meeting, 43 minutes. So that could be more free resources for doing what I'm already doing, which is attacking the Deepwater Guard. So it could be that I get more, whilst Janwell I think is the next area to take, which is what the Imperial Battle Group are going to take out. Yeah, I think that could be on the plan for next battle. I have got one more of this era ships to bring in, a battleship. I could bring that in now, ready for the Jan Wall, just to make the Imperial battle fleet a little bit even stronger, just to boost it up, make it a big fleet which will go in there, and then potentially start our next attack once we've taken out the Deepwater Guard totally. But I want to make sure I get all of the Deepwater Guard areas before I take their last area, because me wants to eat all the land, because that's the name of the game, isn't it? Anyway, that's it for now. Any comments? Leave them down below. Leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. You're supposed to say those, and I always forget at the end of the videos. But as always, keep playing the game and have fun.